Welcome to the Pathum Thani Stadium in Bangkok for the second game of the day in Group G, as AFC Champions League debutants Melbourne City FC take on United City FC from the Philippines. Well, Melbourne drew their opening game in this stadium against BG Pathum United back on Friday. Well, in that double-header then, United City almost held out for a draw, but they were beaten in the end by Junam Dragons, who were beaten earlier today by BG Pathum United, who now sit top of the table on 4 points from 2 matches. A win for Melbourne would put them level at the top. United City would get off to a winning start in their campaign, which would leave them nicely in touch after 2 matches in the group. Lots of permutations, lots of games to come over the next few days. 26 degrees here at the moment. It has been raining for much of the day, rain throughout most of the first game. The pitch still in good condition, though it does soak up the water pretty well here in Bangkok. And we'll see which of these teams comes out to take the points. Patrick Kisnorbo is the man in charge of Melbourne City. Jason With, son of the former Aston Villa striker who won the European Cup with Villa. Peter With, very famous striker back in English football. Melbourne City sitting top of the A-League at the moment with 2 games to go. They have an 8-point lead over Western United, but they have a few more games left to play. In fact, Western United actually won at the weekend, so it is a 5-point lead now at the top for Melbourne. The other teams taking the opportunity of the 2 teams, Sydney and Melbourne, who've played more games than anybody else, because the league is continuing obviously while they're playing here in the AFC Champions League. So by the time they get finished, all the teams will be pretty level, but Melbourne will be keeping an eye on Western United over the next couple of games or so. And still 2 games in hand for the side that sits second in the table at the moment. Philippines League hasn't got started again yet. It was cancelled last year, of course, due to COVID. And in fact, there was a change of ownership for United City during the pandemic. They were known up until 2020 as Ceres Negro, but the club sold. They retained most of their players, though, and the change of name. So when that league resumes, it will be United City FC that they play under, as opposed to their former name. So the rain has been falling steadily here all day today. We had a game here last year that was actually suspended for around about an hour because the rain came down so heavily with the standing water on the pitch. We did eventually get a conclusion to that one, but it threw the schedule out. I think it was the first game of a double-header, so the second game was pushed back, and of course they're desperate to get these games played. There's no chance of rescheduling games with the schedule so tight here. Just 3 days between games for these teams, so the recovery time is very, very low for the players as well. Any injuries don't get too much time to heal. That's why we do see a lot of squad rotation in this particular tournament, where we're at the centralised venues. So here come the 2 teams then. Melbourne City back in their usual light blue today. These becoming recognised now as the colours of the City Group, because owners of Manchester City, also owners of Mumbai City FC as well. The City Group involved in 3 teams in the AFC Champions League this season, 2 of them in the East, and Mumbai, of course, in the West, who play their 4th game a little bit later on. Last year we had 2 teams from the Philippines in the group stages. FC Kaya also made it through. They were beaten in their preliminary round by Sydney FC, so not here this year. They will go to the AFC Cup, though. Mike Ott is the United City captain. Those players gave a good account of themselves in that opening game. It was the 87th minute before Leonard Planner finally managed to get a goal for Chunam Dragons. And you could see the disappointment for those United City players. In terms of changes today, Melbourne City make 5 alterations to their squad income. Subasa Endo, Stefan Kolakowski, Rafael Rodriguez, Karen Stokes and Jordan Boss are all into the starting lineup for Patrick Kisnorbo's team. Kolakowski and Rafael will go up front alongside the man who had such a good game, Marco Tilio, in that first match. Tom Glover is the goalkeeper. Scott Jameson, the captain. Gulmarodi Sadullo from Tajikistan is the referee. Jameson, won a number of players that have played in England in this Australian team, this Melbourne team rather. So United City making 3 changes. There's a change in goal. Matt Silver, the Canadian, comes in goal. Andreas Eiswein plays on the left side of midfield, while Hikaru Minagashi will partner Mike Ott, the captain, up front. Look out for the right-back, Amirbek Juraboev from Tajikistan, who really puts himself around. He was one of the standout performers for United in that first game. Forasuelo and Robertson at the back as well were a useful central defensive partnership. 4 of the 5 players to drop out of the Melbourne side are on the bench, including Carl Jenkinson and Jamie McLaren. Only goalkeeper Anthony Pintus is among the United subs of the 3 players who don't feature in their 11 today. They have got, as you can see, one of the smaller squads, United City. Up to 35 players could be named for this tournament. There is Matt Silver and his opposite number, Tom Glover. Made exactly 60 A-League appearances. Thomas Glover, a man who started his career at Tottenham Hotspur. It will be Melbourne City that get us underway. Marco Tilio over the ball. Referee just waiting for the signal from the sidelines that the clock has reached the top of the hour. We are a little bit early, actually, so we maybe hold here for a little bit of time. Both sets of players will be keen to get the game underway. So Patrick Kisnorbo played 18 times for Australia. Was mainly a centre-back in his career, also a defensive midfielder. He played for Hearts in Scotland, Leicester City, Leeds and Ipswich in the UK. Finished his career at Melbourne. Well, Jason With didn't have the same kind of stellar career that his dad had. Did feature in lower leagues in England and finished his career at 2 non-league clubs, Stafford Rangers and Telford United, before moving into coaching. And he has coached predominantly in Asia. So still we wait. I think a few more seconds. I think another 10 seconds or so before we can get underway. In the rain in Bangkok, it's Group G. Melbourne City FC taking on United City FC. And we're underway, as we say, Melbourne in the light blue, the colour that's now become synonymous with the City Group. All black for the side from the Philippines. Jordan Boss with a throw, one of the 5 players coming into the starting lineup today for Patrick Kisnorbo's team. It is just the top team, don't forget, that go through from each group. It's given away. Hartman had a couple of half chances in that first game. Mark Hartman. One or two players among the United side have also played in England as well. Hartman being one of them, who was born in Southampton and had a spell with Portsmouth and Swindon. Nuno Reis. Just knocked off the ball as he went to play that. Minagashi. Chase on again here for Hartman. Glover's come a long way out of his goal. And a complete misunderstanding. And Griffiths berates his goalkeeper. Tom Glover had a real rush of blood to the head, came racing out and almost headed into his own net, Griffiths. Hartman was desperately trying to get there. Griffiths just got back in the nick of time. But what a stop that would have been. Patrick Kisnorbo. Nuno Reis. Trying to thread that one through to Kolakowski. Uncharted waters for Melbourne City playing in the AFC Champions League. Melbourne victory there. City rivals have played in the group stages before. Actually came here on the back of a Derby Day defeat to Melbourne victory. They were beaten 3-0 for the side that's currently just behind them in the, well, down in third in the A-League. Ott. Oh, nicely done. It's a little bit shaky at the moment, Melbourne, just giving the ball away once again. That should be easy for Jordan Boss. Robertson. Forrest-Suelo. Jiraboev has started in a more advanced midfield role. Here's a chance for Kolakowski. Flags up for offside, though. Jiraboev. Did play in the group stages last season. United City finished third behind Kawasaki Frontale and Daegu. Picked up 4 points. They beat Beijing and drew with Beijing to finish just above them in the table. Nuno Reis. Kolakowski playing off the shoulder of the last defender again. That's a feature of his play. Stefan Kolakowski hasn't scored in the A-League this season. He's only made 2 starts, 13 substitute appearances. Glover's out of his area once again. Under pressure that time from Daniels. Nuno Reish under pressure from Minigishi. Djuraboev. Robertson. Griffiths. Jameson. Scott Jameson is the record appearance holder for Melbourne City. Jamie McLaren, their top scorer in all competitions as well. He's only on the bench today, McLaren. He started the first game against BG Pathum United. Early yellow card for Ricky Sendra. He went to ground early, caught Gomulka. Born in Argentina, Ricky Sendra. He's only been at United since March. Another ball into that channel for Rafael to chase. Griffiths. Kolakovsky. E-ball doesn't deal with it. Kolakovsky. Shot goes wide of the target. Couldn't get that one clear. Kolakovsky had a little bit of good fortune there. It was Endo with a shot. Didn't feature in the first game at all. Subasa Endo wasn't too far away. No trouble for Matt Silva, the man who was born in Ontario. Actually played for Kaya, the team that were in the group stages last season as well, earlier in his career. Frosuelo and Eiswein. There's a good pace about the way Melbourne passed the ball around, trying to find players in space. This is Stokes. Ball doesn't seem to spend much time in the air with them. They keep it very much on the deck. It's a good surface here in Bangkok. Rafael wins his side of corner. First corner of the game won by Rafael Rodriguez, who came on late on, just a couple of minutes to go in the opening match against BG Pathum. Endo comes off Robertson. Nuno Reish. Kolakovsky. That's a poor ball. Kolakovsky just overhit it. It was the right idea. Nuno Reish, the centre-back who come forward, was just holding his position. Were founded back in 2009, Melbourne, as Melbourne Heart, as they were back then. Goes right the way across, and a chance right in front of goal for Jordan Boss, and he hasn't managed to convert. A good ball in. He came off his knee, I think, as Jordan Boss went for that one. That's been a breakthrough season for him, his first season in the first team, the 19-year-old. Another player that came off the bench in that first match 3 days ago. Had a good chance there, though, to try and get his side into the lead. Ebal. Robertson, the South African. Forasuelo. Jason With, who was part of the coaching staff last season, but in a more advisory role. He was actually a consultant to Frank Muscan for the group stages last year. Stokes. Sendra. Muscan was only in charge. Trevor Morgan was appointed as coach in 2020 ahead of the season, but due to the COVID problems, he was unable to travel to the Philippines. Muscan took over the side. They are the top scorers in the A-League this season, Melbourne, as well. We are expecting goals off them. 52 goals this season. They're well ahead of their nearest challengers for that title. 36, Sydney Central Coast Mariners and Newcastle Jets. They have been free scoring this season. Huffed and puffed a little bit in front of goal in that opening match against BG Pathum, but they're playing the ball around nicely here with the changes in personnel. Gomulka. Kolakovsky. Over hits the cross. Just lacking that quality on the ball in there. Stefan Kolakovsky. He's a North Macedonian international. Stefan Kolakovsky made his debut at the end of September last year. Reminder that the Eastern section knockout stages will be played this calendar year, whereas the Western section will be played in February 23, the same as the final. 19th of February is the date for the AFC Champions League final next year. Nuno Reich. Tilio. Stokes forced to go back to Tom Glover. Now they'll start to build from the back with Griffiths. Jameson. Good ball down the line for Boss. He just slipped that one through for Raphael. Probably wasn't the right option. There wasn't much room for Raphael to manoeuvre. There'll be a foul on Mike Ott by Gomulka. Has got an older brother, Mike Ott, Manuel, who plays for Terengganu in Malaysia. Minagishi. Ott. Robertson. Forasuelo. It's a poor clearance. No, it's in behind Kolakowski. United will just get away with that one. Robertson. Ott. Good ball to Daniels. Hartman in the middle. Trying to play that one through Endo. Stood up by Icevine, but comfortable for Glover. Still, we await the first shot on target. Jordan Boss had the best chance. That shot that it came off his knee that went over the top from close range. Forward by Griffiths. Ott. Never going to reach Hartman from there. Kolakowski just in behind him again. Had to just backtrack. He's got Stokes available. Jameson. Raphael. It's good play. Dominating the possession at the moment. Raphael trying to use a deflection. He's only 18 years of age, Raphael. Scored his first career goal at the end of March against Brisbane Roar. Forrestuelo. Djuraboev. Sendra. Ibar. Looking for some movement up ahead of him. Everybody's a little bit too far away from him at the moment. He has got Minigishi just pushing forward along the sideline now. Robertson. Djuraboev, rather. Nicely taken by Daniels. Djuraboev. Easily cut out by Nuno Reis. Griffiths. Look comfortable at the back so far. Melbourne. United were the first Filipino side to qualify for the AFC Champions League last season and first to win a game when they beat Beijing. A bit of a problem here for Amirbek Djuraboev. Referee comes from the same country, Tajikistan, so they'll be able to converse in their native language. Started with CSK and Moscow's reserves, Djuraboev. A few words for Kolakowski from Patrick Kisnorbo. Has been at Melbourne all his career. Stefan Kolakowski. Marco Tilio hasn't seen much of the ball in the first half. Endo. Melbourne corner. 20 minutes played, still goalless in Group G. Tsubasa Endo will take the corner. Matt Silva balling at his defenders to make sure that all the players on the edge of the area are picked up. Over it comes to Mendo. Goalkeeper opted to stay on his line. Juraboev with a no-nonsense clearance. Everybody back for United, hence Tom Glover being almost on the halfway line. Griffiths. Gomulka. Kolakowski, heavy touch, allows Minagishi to get a foot in. Robertson. Ebal. Minagishi. What a clumsy ball, it's almost given away. He just got away with that one. Sandra. There's that long ball over the top again, looking for the run of Mycott, but Glover got his bearings right that time, having had a bit of confusion with his central defender Griffiths earlier on in the game. Griffiths. Nuno Reis. Kolakowski, nice little flick to Stokes. Jameson. Endo. Little bit of space to work in here. Can't get the ball over Silva though. Taken well by the goalkeeper. Final ball at the moment. Just lacking in quality from Melbourne. Hartman coming back from an offside position. He was only just inside the Melbourne half. Just prior to that 3-0 defeat to Melbourne victory, Melbourne City had been unbeaten in 11 matches, 9 wins and 2 draws. They'd been on a terrific run. That's almost given away to Kolakowski, who commits the foul on the edge of the area, fortunately for United. Jason With. So pleased, I'm sure, that his side haven't managed to concede a goal as yet. Philippines League season will get underway a little later on this year after being suspended, of course, because of COVID problems. Only 6 teams play in that league. Nuno Reis. Given away to Juraboev. For Asuelo. Juraboev. It's all square for United at the moment. There's not too much going on ahead. Here's Mycott, who is listed as a striker, but often plays a slightly deeper role, almost behind the front two, leaving Daniels and Hartman to play those more advanced roles. Away by Silva. Robertson. Ott. Endo, but Boss rather. Shooting chance, good save, Silva got a fingertip to it, turned it onto the post. Tilio denied, but it was just the faintest of touches from the goalkeeper that did enough. Back off the post, nobody reacted. Jordan Boss was in the penalty area, but didn't react. Throw-in should be taken by Jameson. Another chance for Tilio. Too many players in front of him on that particular occasion, though. United City scored 4 goals in the group stage last season, all 4 of them coming against Beijing. They suffered a heavy loss against Daegu, beaten 7-0. They were beaten 8-0 by Kawasaki Frontale, so they've shown a bit more resilience at the back already in the time that we've seen them so far. Endo's ball in, punched away by Silva. Still not cleared. Endo with a shot pushed away again by Silva, who's started to be kept busy now. Jameson. Endo. Jordan Boss is with him. Back to Jameson. Stokes. Nuno Reis. Griffiths. Kolakowski. With everybody back behind the ball at the moment, making it difficult for Melbourne to try and find any spaces anywhere. Griffiths. Nuno Reis. Raphael. Having his shirt tugged by Ott, but managed to wriggle his way free. Stokes. Ott. Djuraboev. Sendra. Going to get that one out to Daniels, but Jameson will get there to guide it back to his goalkeeper, Tom Glover. Kolakowski. Stokes. Griffiths. He's not averse to coming forward with the ball from centre-back. Austin Griffiths. Once again, another move breaks down and it comes to nothing for Melbourne. Known by his nickname, Paddy. Patrick Kisnorbo. That was the shot earlier from Endo that was just pushed away by Silva. Had a couple of shooting chances. Subasa Endo. Headed back by Nuno Reis, but it'll go all the way through to Matt Silva in goal. It's Junam Dragons up next for Melbourne. The back-to-back fixtures on match days 3 and 4, while United will go up against BG Pathum United, the first of those double fixtures coming in 3 days' time. Foul by Daniels, which he's not too pleased about. Born in Irvine in California, Daniels Kenshiro. Father's a Hollywood actor, retired kickboxer Gary Daniels. Boss. Raphael. Might fancy his chances, Raphael, but he's just too high. Not troubling the goalkeeper that time. Well, he's given his youngsters a chance tonight, Patrick Kisnorberg. Not very happy with the finishing at the moment. Still neither side has managed to hit the target. Kolakowski. Gomulka. Stokes. This brings down Hartman. Free kick taken quickly, looking for Ott. The goalkeeper's come a long way out. He had to get ahead on it, just about judged that right Glover. That could have easily bounced over him. Gomulka. Kolakowski. Silva just backtracking. It's Kolakowski! Good finish. And the opening goal of the game, finally for Melbourne City. First shot on target, first goal. It's taken a while, 33 minutes. Matt Silva beaten. Good finish, though, from Kolakowski to put his side in front. Wants a bit more intensity. Patrick Kisnorberg, but his side are in front. They just left Kolakowski, he was onside. Tidy finish, and Melbourne City lead here by a 1-0. It's only his third senior goal, scored a couple in back-to-back matches last June in the A-League. It's a little unfortunate the way the ball reached him. Ebal frantically giving chase, but ball ending up in the bottom corner, and Melbourne lead by a 0-0. Win for Melbourne would take them level on 4 points with BG Pathum United, who won their game earlier on against Junham Dragons. Stokes. All the way back to his goalkeeper Glover. Kolakowski. Heavy touch that time, that should be okay for Silva. Left to him by Robertson once he made sure that Kolakowski wasn't going to reach it. Ebal. Hartman just kept the ball in play. Forresuelo. Nice fine. A back header from Daniels. Nuno Reis. Now Kolakowski. Gomulka. Challenge by Ott is an unfair one, according to the referee, just tackling from the wrong side on Taras Gomulka. Raphael. Went to try and bend that one into the top corner. Difficult test to do that when you're on the run, trying to just adjust and bend the ball in. Might have been better just putting his foot through it, but didn't hit the target. United did win the Philippines League 4 years in a row prior to the COVID outbreak. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Gomulka's header. Hooked on for that. The chase of Raphael, well defended by Robertson. Almost gives that one away to Tilio. Hartman can't quite keep the ball in play. Well, they haven't really threatened Tom Glover's goal as yet, United. Nuno Reis. Griffiths. Good header by Minagishi, because Kolakowski was right behind him. You can see how dominant they've been with the ball, Melbourne. 64% in this first half. Kieran Stokes with the throw. Free kick as Taras Gomulka is brought down. Ott again challenging, just from the wrong side and not getting it right. Griffiths. Kolakowski, lovely ball, perfectly weighted. Gomulka. Griffiths. Jameson. Endo. Nuno Reis prepared to carry the ball into the United half. Quick feet from Stokes. Still forced to go backwards, though, to Nuno Reis. Jameson. Raphael. Tried to slip it through. Jiraboev stuck out a leg. It was Tilio, the intended target. Forasuelo. Melbourne keeping the pressure on here. Tilio. Good acceleration. Tried the little chip, but Silva had managed to narrow the angles. You feel that Melbourne would be disappointed if they don't get 2 or 3 more goals in this game. They've pretty much kept United at bay. They haven't really been in the final third. Boss, driven across, Kolakowski! Gets his second from the narrow angle. No, he's offside. Flag's gone up for offside. So it won't count. Let's have a look again. Was the offside here? I think it was. Boss just went a fraction too early. Don't think it was Kolakowski that was offside. Now the joy short-lived. Ott. Juraboev. Ice fine. Sendra rather. The most advanced player there for United, but comfortable defending for Griffiths, who just shepherds that one out of play for the goal kick. Just a couple of minutes to go to half-time, then there won't be too much added time. There's been no stoppages of any great description in the first half, so Melbourne, if they can just hold on here, they'll be going in with a slender lead at half-time, having dominated the first half. Kolakowski just got the ball caught under his feet. Raphael. Still going, Raphael. Angles tight, straight at Silva. Just needed to try and pull that one back. There was... Jordan Boss was arriving in the middle. Juraboev. Hartman. Again, a move breaks down, and Nuno Reis will bring this one forward. Hails from Portugal, Nuno Reis. Been at Melbourne a couple of seasons now. He's established himself in the side. 17 appearances in the A-League this season. Foul on Minagishi. Change for United before half-time. Ibala's gone off and Ueno has come on. Came on in the second half, 7 minutes from the end in the opening game. Ivan Ueno. Jordan Boss. Jameson. Griffiths. Gomulka. Stokes. Threaded through to Endo, still going. Heavy touch away by Robertson. Just an additional minute at the end of the first half. Gomulka. Stokes. Glover's a long way out of his goal again. It's over Kolakowski, though. Not a great clearance. Good header by Stokes, found Kolakowski. Just couldn't bring the ball under control, though. Robertson. Juraboev. No time to get the ball forward, though, as the half-time whistle goes. Took Melbourne City a while. They dominated possession. They scored with their first shot on target through Kolakowski. United didn't have a single shot in that first half. Everything broke down before it reached the final third. Jordan Boss had a chance early on, but he skied one over the bar with his knee. But the Debutants in the AFC Champions League are in good shape at half-time. It's Melbourne City 1, United City 0. Welcome back to the Pathum Thani Stadium here in Bangkok. United City FC trailing here by a goal to nil at half-time. Kolakovski's goal in the first half had a goal disallowed as well. It was a dominant first half from Melbourne City, but they could only find the one goal. Stefan Kolakovski with just his third goal for the club. Looks like they've made a change at half-time as well. Carl Jenkinson has come on. United City did make a change in the first half, replacing the fullback Ibar with Ivan Uano. Second time he's appeared off the bench now in 2 matches. It will be United City to get us underway, all in black. Sadullo Gulmarodi from Tajikistan is the referee. Now we're underway. Can United City get back into this one? They didn't have a single shot in that first half. Djuraboev. Forrest-Suelo. Just runs away from Djuraboev. Here's an early chance. It's Kolakovski in again. Just wide this time. Similar to the goal he scored in the first half. Got his similar position on 2 occasions. The one disallowed for offside, not him. The ball that was crossed into him. That's another good one. Just chipped over the legs of Silva. Just wide. Agonisingly wide. Patrick Kisnorbo, if the coach, that could be trouble for Djuraboev, who's coming off. They were both off the ground when they went for that one. Djuraboev and Rafael. So they will have to make the change. Djuraboev goes off, and Kieran Hayes, who was born in Nottingham in the UK, comes on. So a second change for United City. Suano, the substitute. Nice fine with the throw. It's nodded back to no one in particular for United City. That's nodded back by Forrest-Suelo. Robertson. Good header from Griffiths, who was a little off balance when he got the head on that one. Endo. Boss. Jenkinson. Looks like it was Stokes that went off at half-time, so it is a straight swap with Carl Jenkinson. Jameson. Tilio. Kolakowski. Jameson. Ankle ball looking for Jordan Boss, brought it down nicely as well. Shot just over the top, that's the best effort of the second half so far. Endo got the shot away. Did he take a deflection or did the goalkeeper get a touch? I think he took a deflection off Forrasuelo. Yeah, just flicked off his leg, I think, as he stuck out a leg. Corner taken short by Endo. That goes out off Ott. It'll be another corner to Melbourne City. Tsubasa Endo with the corner again. Plenty to aim for in the middle. Griffiths is forward for this. It's over him. It's aimed in towards Jenkinson. Ott. Minagishi. Kolakowski. Down the line for Tilio. Good ball across. Raphael! Goalkeeper just got enough on it to keep it out, and it was cleared off the line. Nice play by Melbourne in the build-up. Griffiths. Boss. Nice find, stuck out a leg. Griffiths went over. There was no foul. Uwano. Oh, good play. Buys himself a bit of space. Uwano shoots across the face of goal. And that's the first shot we've seen from United City, and it's come from the substitute, Ivan Uwano. Right across the face of goal. Raphael so close to getting the second goal. In 2014, the City Group took over at Melbourne City. They rebranded, as we said earlier, from Melbourne Heart. Won the A-League title, Premiership and the Championship, both last year under Patrick Kisnorbo. David Villa was one of the standout signings as well when they first joined the City Group, joined from New York City, another City Group team. Kolakowski. Gets away from Minagishi. Too close to the goalkeeper. Comfortable for Matt Silva. There's been a little bit more pace about the game at the start of the second half. It laboured a little at times in the first half, but United obviously know they have to go out and try and get a goal back here. This is Daniels. Ball was aimed back to Hartman. It wasn't a good one, away by Jameson. Slipped forward by Icevine. That was Daniels firing the ball into Hayes. Daniels again. Awkward one. Well, it looked an awkward one. Glover got his body right underneath it, though. Good tackle, Robertson. Hayes. All bundled over. He thought he should have had a foul. The referee does, I think, after seeing the reaction then of Kieran Hayes. 4 appearances for the under-23 team for the Philippines. Kieran Hayes, from, as we say, born in Nottingham, played for Nottingham Forest and Truro City early on in his career, non-League C down south. Did come on at the weekend against John Dragons. Hartman is over the free kick. Melbourne will hold the line as high as possible. Not a great angle for Hartman. It is Raphael's header. Came out to Daniels. Too many bodies in front of him, though, to be able to squeeze it through. Well, Silva came out. It looked like a good decision, but he didn't get a clean contact on the ball. He's got away with that one, Matt Silva. Still Melbourne pressing. Nuno Reis. Griffiths. Endo. Boss. Oh, got the ball in at his feet. Offside flag up anyway against Jordan Boss. Pass was fired into him. It caught him in the shins and knocked him off balance. Icevine. Long ball is too close to Tom Glover. Nuno Reis. Jordan Boss. Taking on Icevine and beating Icevine, still going. Jordan Boss running to Forresuelo, who gets the ball away. It was a dangerous challenge by Gumulka. Yeah, high foot on Daniels, gives the free kick. Daniels has worked hard tonight. Another player that played for FC Kaya. Played for them in this competition last season. Jenkinson. Jameson. Oh, that's a good ball. Defender stepped up, Daniels, and allowed a bit of space in behind. It's Endo. Clever ball across, and a good finish for Tilio to make it 2. Finally, Melbourne have made their dominance count, and Marco Tilio gets his first goal of the group stage to make it 2-0.
Goal of Melbourne City FC by player number 23, Marco Tilio.
It was Daniels that stepped up, allowing the space for Endo to work into. Nice touch, and despite the defenders around him, Tilio was still able to find the back of the net. Well taken goal. Patrick Kuznorbo will be slightly more pleased now that his side have got a 2-goal cushion. Haven't really seen too much in attack from United. That one shot from Oano that went across the face of goal, just short of the hour mark. Nice fight. Can't wrap his foot around the ball to get it anywhere near where it was supposed to go. Andreas Eiswein. Another change coming up for Melbourne. And it's their all-time top scorer, Jamie McLaren, that's coming on. He's going to replace Jameson, which means there'll be a slight reorganisation for them.
Substitution for Melbourne City FC, player number 3, Scott Jennings, replaced by player number 9, Jamie McLaren.
McLaren, who started the first game on Friday. McLaren. Played across by Boss. And Jenkinson arriving, but hits the shot off target. He's still demanding more, Patrick Kuznorbo, even though his side have got the 2-goal lead. Jason With can only look on at the moment. Hayes. Awano. Good ball out towards Minagishi on that far side. Couldn't keep it in play, though. Griffiths. Here goes McLaren. Clever little flick off to Tilio. He did well to keep the ball in play, Tilio. Cross has gone straight to Raphael, but can't hit the target. Bit of cramp, I think, for Icefine as he challenged Jordan Boss then. Sendra taking on the physio role. Win for Mumbai Melbourne rather would put them level on 4 points at the top of the group. So they do have those back-to-back games coming up against Jonham Dragons. First one of those in 3 days' time on Sunday. On Thursday rather. Second one is on Sunday. And they finished their campaign off against United City on the 30th of April. They'll hope to have secured their passage through to the knockout stages by then Melbourne. This is Tilio, turned away by Forresuelo for a corner. Well, Gamal could just be told to go forward, I think, as well. Endo with the corner. Taken short to Jordan Boss. It's Tilio. Tried to squeeze that in at the near post, gets a second chance to cross, but overhits it. And that Daniels might be able to bring this away for United. Hoisted up towards Mike Ott. Jenkinson it was that headed it back across. Here's Hartman. Goalkeeper's a long way off his line. Hartman tries his luck from distance, but well wide of the target. Double change for United. Forresuelo is going off. William Gearson is coming on. Icefine, who suffered that little probably cramp a moment or so ago, is also making way, and it'll be Salenga that comes on. Perso Salenga and William Grierson. Grierson, who was born in Hong Kong. Boss. Griffiths. Jenkinson bent it to the path of McLaren. Just too much on it. It was a lovely first touch by Jamie McLaren to bring that ball under control. Very difficult technique to try and bring the ball down and get the lob in all in one action. He did it really well. Look at that for a cushion touch. Goalkeeper just did enough, Matt Silver. Another player that started his career in England, Jamie McLaren with Blackburn Rovers, didn't make a first-team appearance up in the northwest. Spent time in Germany with Darmstadt. Fantastic record for Melbourne in the A-League. 77 games, 66 goals. Really good scoring record. Hartman. Through for Hartman once again. Oh, it's well played by Endo, who went to ground early but made the right decision, lost his footing. Salenga. Boss chasing into the corner. Has dropped in at left back now, Jordan Boss, after the substitution. Fired into Hartman. Daniels. Robertson. Grierson. Patrick Kisnorbo urging his players high up the field. Once again, Glover has to come out of his penalty area. Realised that ball wasn't going to run in, so just concedes the throw. Takes no chances. Daniels with the throw. Hartman, good ball. Daniels, can he come up with a telling cross? No is the answer, away by Griffiths. Almost found its way through to Tillio. McLaren. Ott. Looking for some movement around him. Oh, it's gone out of play. Wasted at the end, really. Good spell of possession. Daniels is the latest player to go down with cramp. Might consider a change. Jason With. Gone through to Matt Silva. Daniels. Good challenge by Raphael, sliding across. Kolakowski. Melbourne continuing to dominate the time with the ball. 64% nearly the possession they've had in the game. Seven shots on target now for their 2 goals. Griffiths. Endo. McLaren. Nice play. Hartman. Hartman takes the free kick quickly. Sendra tries to play it through, but again, too many blue shirts back behind the ball, just stifling that United City attack. Offside against McLaren. Gomulka. Foot in by Daniels, but didn't quite get enough on the ball. Second chance. Still they can't get the ball clear. Tilio. Boss. Gomulka. Tilio. Triangles for Melbourne at the moment. Griffiths. McLaren. Stab wide chance here for Tilio. Good finish, under pressure. Two players came across him, but he still manages to find the net. Marco Tilio gets his second goal of the game. And it's becoming a stroll now for Melbourne. And when you look at the stats, the score probably does that justice anyway. 3-0. Second goal of the game for Marco Tilio. Lukowski got the first. Those two players came across, nothing they could do. It was a good finish. He was under real pressure, Tilio. I think it would have been a penalty had he not scored, because Salenga rather went straight through the back of him. No need to worry though. Ball ends up in the net. McLaren. Gap starting to appear now in the United defence. Sliding challenge from Grierson. Raphael back to McLaren. Just hit him though, rather than being able to push it into his path. Kolakowski. Endo will come across to take the corner. 13 minutes to go. Melbourne City heading for their first victory in the AFC Champions League. The competition debutants, one of 4 debutants in the competition this year. All the others are in the western section. Ahal from Turkmenistan, Mumbai from India, and Al Faisli from Saudi Arabia. As away by Uano. Here's Daniels. Grierson. Salenga unable to keep the ball in play. Triple change for Melbourne. Griffiths has gone off to be replaced by Hall. Jordan Hall, that is. Manuel Pucciarelli. He's also coming on. And the third change in this little group is Jordi Valadon. So 5 changes made now by Melbourne. So they know they've got another game in 3 days' time, so get some fresh legs on and see out the game now at 3-0. There's no danger that they're obviously going to lose the game. Gomulka has gone off as well. And Tilio's the other player that's gone off as well. But Chiarelli has come on.
Player number 5, Rosin Quintus, replaced by player number 33. 34,
Nuno Reis.
Player number 16, Paris Camona, replaced by player number 47, Jorge Brado.
All the way back to Matt Silva. Tough games to come. It's a tough group, this, for United City. And they've got BG Pathum United in the next 2 matches. They will certainly be among the favourites with Melbourne to go through. Melbourne won't want to make any mistakes now and concede any goals. They'll like to keep a clean sheet, having conceded in that opening game. Haven't seen the goal scorer from that first game. That was a stunning goal to put them in front from Andrew Nabut. Fired in from outside the penalty area, top corner. He's under well-earned rest. He's on the bench today, but won't be used now with the 5 substitutions having already taken place. Grierson, Robertson. Daniels. Now Grierson trying to find Daniels, but misplaces the pass, hands possession back to Melbourne. So they're keeping the scores down at the moment. United. So they did concede 24 goals in their 6 matches last season. Rafael. Jenkinson. Foul by Hartman on Endo. Just out of the reach of Rafael. 3 days for Patrick Kisnorbo to prepare his side for the next match against Jonham Dragons. He did stay behind after their opening game to watch Juniman United in action with the rest of his coaching staff. Hall. Ott. Daniels. Angled in too close to the goalkeeper. Nuno Reis. Final few moments then for Melbourne just to see out here. It's been a good performance by Patrick Kisnorbo's side, signifying their intentions. Kolakovsky. Nuno Reis. Rafael. Boss. Endo. Hall. Nuno Reis. Just keeping possession at the moment. Melbourne just letting that clock tick down. It's a tiring game when you're chasing the ball like United are here. They're still pressing and they're still trying to give their 100% effort right to the end, but it's very difficult for them at the moment. Spent a lot of time without the ball, United. Good play by Melbourne. Clearly playing the ball around nicely now. Raphael. McLaren will go through the middle. Good block. Daniels again. I think has got cramp once more. I think it's Daniels. So another corner to defend for United City. This will in swing towards Matt Silva. There's the free header. Over the top though from McLaren, who's got the captain's armband on since the departure of Jameson.
There will be 4 minutes of added time.
Into 4 minutes added time at the end of the 90 minutes. It's away by Glover. Somebody's clearing tonight has not been to the standard I'm sure he would have liked, Tom Glover. That one in particular has just handed possession straight back to United. Daniels. Clumsy ball just out of the reach of Grierson. Tired legs now. 2 games in 4 days for these teams, so you'll probably find more changes for the next games as well, just to freshen things up and keep that squad rotation going. Jordan Boss to take the throw. Guided up to McLaren. Bearing down on goal, straight through the legs of Robertson, but straight at Silva. Hartman just slightly out of position. Boss. Raphael. Nice little trick in front of his coach. McLaren, 2 in the middle. Silva carries that over for a corner. He's claiming the ball was already out of play before he caught it, but assistant on the far side raised the flag. Corner taken short. Was Endo trying the little flick. That's a wasted ball into no man's land into space for Jenkinson, but it will just run the clock down for the final few seconds here. Melbourne City closing out their first win in the AFC Champions League. They'll go level at the top of the group with BG Pathum United, and they play them in their last but one game in the group. That could be a defining game if these sides keep up the current run. The back-to-back games, of course, will be important. Maybe United City can do them a favour and take points off BG Pathum United in their next 2 matches. Lots of ifs and maybes. But Melbourne have put themselves right in the frame now to bid for a place in the round of 16. Jason Withside were outclassed really today by a Melbourne side who passed the ball around well. You can clearly see the difference in quality. Kolakowski got the first goal for them. Marco Tilio got 2. But it was a good performance all round from the players picked by Patrick Kisnorbo. We had the luxury of bringing on a few youngsters towards the end as well to give them some game minutes. Hall came on late on and played at the back. And Pucciarelli also got a late appearance as well. No goals for Jamie McLaren today, but he played his part when he came on, had a couple of chances, looked lively. And we'll see Melbourne City again, as I say, in 3 days' time. They take on John Dragons next. United City will play BG Pathum United. But for now, Patrick Kisnorbo's side can enjoy 3 points. It's an unbeaten start to their AFC Champions League campaign. And a job well done. And the rain stopped as well, which was a bonus in the second half. Brace for the 2 goalkeepers, Matt Silver and Tom Glover. But a good game if you're a Melbourne City fan, not so a United City fan. It finished here at the Pathum Thani Stadium. Melbourne City FC 3, United City FC 0.